The open road is meant to be a place of freedom, adventure, and smooth driving. But sometimes, it turns into a chaotic battlefield when reckless drivers take control of the wheel. In this video, we bring you a compilation of some of the worst driving fails from 2024, showcasing careless car and truck drivers who put themselves and others at risk. From mind-boggling accidents to cringe-worthy near misses, these are moments that leave you questioning the skills of the people behind the wheel. 1. The overconfident lane change. A car is cruising down the highway, clearly going too fast for the posted speed limit. In the rearview mirror, a truck is approaching, at a much safer, slower pace. The driver of the car decides it's the perfect time to switch lanes, even though the truck is only a few car lengths behind. Without signaling or checking their blind spot, the driver slams the wheel to the right, cutting off the truck. The truck driver, surprised and forced to hit the brakes, swerves slightly but manages to avoid a collision. The driver in the car doesn't even notice the close call, continuing on their reckless journey. 2. Tailgating disaster. We've all seen it, the aggressive tailgater who can't stand a little space between them and the car in front. This driver tailgates a truck for miles, riding so close that their bumper is almost touching the truck's. Suddenly, the truck slows down to make a turn, and the tailgating driver, in a panic, tries to swerve into the adjacent lane. But the lane is already occupied by another vehicle. The driver slams on the brakes, narrowly avoiding an accident. They speed up to regain control of the situation, but their frustration is clear as they zoom past the truck without considering the possible risks of speeding. 3. Turning without looking. A driver in a sedan comes to a stop at a busy intersection, waiting for the light to change. As the light turns green, they hit the accelerator a bit too aggressively, veering into the wrong lane as they attempt to make a left turn. Without even glancing in the direction of traffic, they pull into oncoming lanes, narrowly missing a truck approaching from the opposite direction. The truck's driver lays on the horn, but the car just keeps going, oblivious to the danger they nearly caused. 4. Stop sign ignorance. At a stop sign, a small hatchback completely ignores the need to come to a complete stop. They roll right through the intersection as if it were just another yield sign. As luck would have it, a large delivery truck is crossing through the intersection. The driver of the hatchback has no idea what's coming and is almost hit head-on. The truck swerves and honks furiously, but the hatchback driver continues, completely unaware of the disaster they nearly caused. Meanwhile, the truck driver can be seen shaking their head in disbelief. 5. Wrong way driver chaos. Late-night driving can sometimes be more challenging due to the reduced visibility and fatigue. One driver, clearly tired and not paying enough attention, finds themselves going the wrong way down a one-way street. They're so absorbed in their phone that they don't realize the problem until another car comes barreling down the street toward them. In a panic, they attempt a quick turn into a side street, only to fishtail and barely miss a parked truck. With a red-faced apology, they manage to get back on track, but it's a reminder of how dangerous distracted driving can be, especially at night. 6. The parking lot nightmare. A parking lot is supposed to be a safe, slow-moving place. However, a driver in a sports car seems to have no clue about how to navigate it properly. They speed through, weaving between parked cars like they're on a racetrack. They slam on their brakes just in time to avoid hitting a truck that's slowly backing out of a space. But instead of backing off and finding a safer route, the driver insists on trying to squeeze through the narrow gap between the truck and another parked car. The result? A loud crunch as their car scrapes along the side of the truck, leaving a nasty dent. Instead of owning up to their mistake, the driver speeds off, leaving the truck owner to deal with the damage. 7. The speeding, swerving mess. A large truck is navigating a winding two-lane road, carefully following the curves of the highway. But behind them, a car is desperately trying to overtake. The driver speeds up, tailgating the truck and desperately trying to pass it despite the line being solid. As they move into the oncoming lane, another car is approaching from the opposite direction. In a panic, the driver slams back into the lane, just missing the front of the truck by mere inches. They finally give up on the passing attempt, pulling into a nearby parking lot with their heart pounding, clearly shaken by the close call. 8. The U-turn fail. A driver in a pickup truck approaches an intersection and decides to make a U-turn without checking the traffic behind them. As they make their turn, they cut off a sedan that's coming up fast from the opposite direction. The sedan slams on the brakes and swerves to the side, but ends up narrowly missing the curb and almost hitting a streetlight. The pickup truck driver doesn't even notice the chaos they've caused and continues on their merry way, oblivious to the near disaster. 9. The distracted driver. A driver is cruising down the highway, but instead of focusing on the road, they're more focused on their phone screen. They're texting while speeding, swerving between lanes as they type. In one moment, they drift too far into the right lane and clip the side of a parked truck, causing a loud scraping noise. The truck's owner emerges and waves angrily at the distracted driver, who simply shrugs and speeds off, not understanding the gravity of their actions. These are just a few of the countless bad driver moments captured on video, reminding us all of how dangerous it is to be reckless on the road. Whether it's not paying attention, making poor decisions, or just driving with a complete lack of care, these drivers remind us of why road safety is so important. Remember, everyone has places to be, but taking the time to drive safely and responsibly is the best way to make sure everyone gets there in one piece. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe, and share this video with others who need a reminder to drive responsibly. Stay safe out there.